First, let's talk about how Season 11 works to address why this is the last update in Sea of Thieves that truly matters and will be a pivotal point to everything that comes in the future. In Season 11, you just head to the voyage table, choose what you want to do, and boom, like David Jones, you are there in less than a minute through a diving mechanic similar to Hourglass. Now, is this a great thing? Allow me to explain. But before that, I'm proud to announce that I'm an official instant gaming partner. If you want to save up to 70% on your games, check the link in the description below. A special thanks to my Patreon supporters. Phuzzy here, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Before Season 11, we used to buy voyages from the NPCs at outposts. We had a limited number to carry and had to sail everywhere. This created the sense of a sandbox adventure where we can encounter other people, cross paths and stories, fight, join alliances, and so on. Sailing open waters gave the seas life, but that lasted only a short time, as in the earlier days, everyone wanted to become a pirate legend, so we shared the same goal. But over time, some are pirate legends, others are fishermen, and some are brand new sailors, causing our goals while sailing to vastly differ, making some have a lot to lose and others nothing to gain. This caused the gap to widen between players in a game where levels don't matter, and this is where issues began to surface. Players wonder why they are sunk at outposts, and others wonder why they are being chased while having nothing on board during their tall tale session. Even though it is a game with PvP elements, some people just don't want to PvP, and let's be honest, if you quit a game because you sunk multiple times while having nothing on board, this is a bad sign for the business that it is rare, as they would lose a player. For example, I'm not a big fan of short-form content, but I still have to produce it because it sells and promotes this channel. It's just good business. Hello. How are you? With Rare's attempt to address this, they introduced safer seas and other means of not resetting progress when sunk, like tall tale checkpoints and coral mermaids at shrines that save your loot. Safer seas provided a secure single ship experience at a reduced rate of leveling up and gaining a faction reputation, which also gave us the perfect place to do tall tales or go fishing without anyone bothering you during your weekend playtime. Later, they added Captain Voyages, the early access to Season 11. I have created many videos utilizing these voyages to show how effective that ability is. The ability to vote for any journey without returning to the outpost. Subscribe to this channel, as there will be a lot of new guides coming based on Season 11 and beyond. With the rise of instant voting, continuous demand for server hopping, mainly by people who want to encounter other ships at world events, which is either changing servers from the menu, using tall tale portals to go to another server, or diving through Hourglass, it showed the developers that the community has a high demand and a need to continuously have a ship in sight. This created one big mesh of servers that are connected to each other, making the seas much more alive. But the way this was done was a workaround from players. So now when we connect the dots, we have world events that we change servers to find, and we have the ability of Captain Voyages to vote from anywhere we can. Combining these two, this is where Season 11 comes into play. Any ship can vote for the voyage from the table and dive straight there. No hourglass, no changing menus, no portal hopping, and so on. And the best part is, it will lead you straight to where you want, including world events, except ones that contain Athena items like Fort of the Damned and Fort of Fortune. With that in mind, you cannot dive into a fort that is already occupied, which means most of the time, all world events will have someone at them, taking us back to the earliest year of Sea of Thieves, where every world event, which was only skull forts back then, was highly contested. So now, imagine you are sailing, and you see a ship heading towards an outpost. The chance of that ship having loot on board has significantly increased, because you cannot dive with loot on board, you will lose it. You are locked to that server until you sell, unless you want to lose your treasure. In addition, if you see a ship sailing away from an outpost, it's either someone wants to sail the old way or heading towards an occupied world event. With all these factors, Season 11 will significantly change how we flow, how we read ships, how we encounter each other, and how we steal, which makes it affect all future updates that will come to Sea of Thieves. This makes Season 11 the central pillar and building block for all future updates, more like Sea of Thieves 2.0. What do you think? I stream 4 times a week. Come to my Twitch so we can chat. Phuzzy here, happy sailing.